Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. This is your brother Ayash Kabar from the GMS Virginia camp, coming at you with another lesson that I pray that you find edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And this is an article out of the Financial Times, dated April 4th, 2024. And it states, the next demic is coming. Will we be ready? And inquiring minds or inquisitive minds should be asking themselves, well, how do they know that the next one is coming? You know, how do they know that all of these things are about to happen? You know, are they fortune tellers? You know, but we here at Great Millstone understand that, you know, these devils work on the left-hand side. So they have their wicked prophets on the left-hand side for telling you what's about to happen. And yes, there will be another demic because it's prophecy that, there will be pestilences as there were pestilences before, being that I said that, let me grab this. The book of Sirach, chapter 1, the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1 and verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which it shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. And there is no new thing under the sun. You know what I'm saying? Because this devil is playing by the same playbook. This devil is, preparing you jakes for another LD. Of course, it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, that these things must be. And the prophets, or we prophets, are out there on the highways and byways warning you people of the up and coming calamities. We speak on these things feverishly because we were commanded to do so. Because when all these things happen, you have no one to blame but yourself for not being spiritually prepared through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to get through these things. So going on with the article, the title of it is, The Next Demic is Coming. Will ye be ready? And it states, in March, officials from 194 countries came together to agree on a global plan to deal with a threat known as Disease X. The ominous code name refers to the as yet unknown illness expected to one day ravage the world in a repeat of the C-19, or perhaps inflict even worse damage. And if you can remember what that devil Kill Gates said was, the next one is going to get your attention. You didn't bend the knee when the C-19 hit. Okay, but the next one's going to get your attention where you're going to submit. The next demic, that comes around is going to, put you people in a more harsh form of a lockdown. But you jakes don't remember these things. You jakes forget, the ass whooping that you had during the C-19 and went straight back into your, bullshit, after a lot of you lost your jobs, you lost your homes, you lost family members, all because of the C-19. Well, the next one that's about to come is going to be worse than the one that you just went through. This fear is now driven 9 rounds of painstaking international negotiations on the text of the world's first demic treaty, which must be nailed down before the NWO's decision-making annual assembly meets in May. The accord is aimed at helping governments, institutions, and populations avoid the mistakes of the seedemic crisis, but getting there is causing deep divisions. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people who dealt with that C-19, now know it was all bullshit. So the people who were once in agreement back then, are starting to, not so much be in agreement now. You know what I'm saying? It's because the population is starting to get hip to the bullshit, In the talks that have taken place online and in person in Geneva, low and middle income countries are pressing rich nations and pharma companies to go much further than they have previously done on sharing life-saving health resources. Some conservatives in the U.S. and beyond argue the treaty is already too far-reaching. When the latest round of talks closed without an agreement on March 28th, the headline of Fox News story railed. The Z's ex-critics say that the Biden administration was selling out the U.S. sovereignty with the WHO treaty, But, a lot of people don't understand. I mean, this place has already been sold out. All of the presidents before this one has already done something to weaken, the position of Babylon the Great. So, I mean, the fact that, a lot of these people are starting to wake up to the bullshit is kind of too late. You know what I'm saying? Because this place is already done. It's already through, The infrastructure is already set up, and quite honestly, they're just looking to have that next trigger that will cause another LD, and if you don't know what LD is, think about it, because that's what they want. They want chaos in the street. They want mayhem. They want it so that they can have control over you and your family. They want total control this time around, and they've actually started getting the ball rolling a lot faster because, this devil knows that he has but a short time. So he has to move quick, you know what I'm saying? And plus you got the bricks, throwing a wrench in you know what I'm saying, the plans of this place. So all these things have got to happen, and they got to happen quick, and when it happens quick the way that it is, things tend to get sloppy. And when it tends to get sloppy, a lot of people tend to look at how sloppy things are and have been. And this next LD is enough, to throw these people, into a greater uproar, because this place can't handle, what's coming, and what's coming is just total chaos and mayhem, destruction, anger, there's already anger happening in the streets, anger is growing in this place, you know what I'm saying, and it's only going to get worse, and another LD is just going to take a whole bunch of people over the top, and if they don't get their elected officials in office, that's another thing that's going to take them over the top, If this economy collapses, that's going to take them over the top. The stores run out of food, that's going to take them over the top. So everything is set to crumble, and all it just needs is that one linchpin, you know what I'm saying, to be pulled. And this place would just be ripe for the picking, right, for, right for the destruction. So expect another LD, expect another demic crisis, expect all these things that Yahweh Shem Yahushai has put in the mouths of his prophets, to warn you about. We here at Great Millstone have been ad nauseum warning you people of these up and coming calamities that are upon you, and it isn't us speaking. These are the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And what's going to happen in that day when all of these calamities land in your lap? A lot of people ain't going to know what to do. The book of Isaiah, chapter 31 and verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help. Destruction for you to go down to Egypt for help. You know what I'm saying? Because when another demic takes place and they shut the lights off in this place and the food trucks stop running, they're going to make it mandatory that everybody gets stuck. They're going to make it mandatory that everybody takes that med. They're going to make it mandatory that everybody gets that C-hip. They're going to make it mandatory that, you fall in line. And those that don't fall in line will be ridiculed for it. You're going to be ostracized because you haven't bowed a knee to Babylon the Great. And so a lot of you jakes are going to just fall victim, to going down to Egypt for help. Here it is during the last demic, during that C19, a lot of you jakes just willingly got stabbed for no reason whatsoever. You weren't even sick, and a lot of you jakes just went and did it. Most of you who did do it, you did it because of fear. A lot of you did it, just to maintain your jobs. So what more this time when you see people just, dropping out like fruit flies? This devil ain't gonna have to fucking say much, to get, you 2/3, to fall in line. And that's exactly what's coming. A lot of you jakes are about to go down and get what this man is pushing. Whatever it is that he has to make you feel comfortable again, safe again, that you actually be in agreement with to take, Yahweh Shem Yahushai is just going to destroy you. Either by wild beasts, the sword, fire, famine. Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to have a field day on you jakes, who go down to Egypt for help. Why? Because he's warning you not to do that now by having his prophets out there on the highways and byways to tell you, don't do these things. Don't take that, charagma. But a lot of you jakes don't even know what the charagma is. It ain't some philosophy or whatever it is, these false prophets want to talk about. It is specific to the C-hip. So a lot of you jakes going to go down to Egypt for help. and stay on horses and trust in chariots. Yeah, it's going to get so bad that you're going to look to go down to Babylon for help, for a sense of protection, to eat. A lot of cities are about to become destroyed. A lot of cities are about to become empty of people, because a lot of people is going to go to where the idea of being safe is. And it can all stem from the next demic. Like I said, any one of these things can cause this place to crumble, but these devils need you under control. They need you to stay put. Reading on. In the background, growing geopolitical tensions between powerful countries and political changes within some of them threaten to derail the treaty's aims. Yeah, because a lot of these people don't agree with it. A lot of these other countries are starting to wake up, because they're starting to realize that they're going to get the low end of the stick. A lot of people in these other countries, man, a lot of these people are starting to wake up to the bullshucks. But not you Jakes. A lot of you Jakes, you seem to think that you're safe here. You seem to think that everything's going to be peachy cream tomorrow, when in fact tomorrow could very well be the last day that you actually feel safe. Because when these calamities happen, it's going to be a total breakdown of the entire system. People ain't going to go for what they went through a couple of years ago during the last demic, especially when they know how bullshit that was. But a lot of you Jakes are putting yourselves in a position where you have no covering. You you have no help in those days. Why? Because you turned your back on hearing the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. So a lot of you are going to do this. Woe, going back to the book of Isaiah chapter 31 verse 1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. You're gonna put your trust in other things other than Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And for that, you're gonna be destroyed. You're gonna be destroyed. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You two-thirds ain't looking for Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, and you're not putting your trust in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And so with that, a lot of you Jakes are going to be destroyed. And rightfully so. Because here it is, the Lord is being merciful by having us prophets out there in the highways and byways. That's a merciful act, considering how wicked you people have been. That's very merciful, And during the time of your tribulation, you're not going to even understand how merciful Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is. But we, the prophets, see how merciful he is. And we're in total agreement with Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to just get rid of you two-thirds. Total agreement. You know, going back to the article, at at the heart of the storm is who Director General, I ain't gonna say his name, you know what I'm saying, you can read it, who remains confident that countries will agree some version of the accord by its deadline. They know who wants what, he says. So it's time for give and take now. So come hook or crook, this is gonna happen. You know, and it's gonna be a global thing. And you're gonna have those countries that's not down with it, who used to be down with it, and you're gonna have other countries that wanted to be down with it, who are gonna turn to be down with it, and it's all gonna be headed up by Babylon the Great and the elites. They got to get this place in check. But it's going to be a difficult thing for them to do. For a lot of people, it's going to be very hard to fulfill his agenda. And these devils are just about eating. Their food is being prepared. And as the scriptures say, while they are eating, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to throw a monkey wrench in their shit. He's going to throw a monkey wrench in their shit. And it's going to be a very beautiful thing to watch. It's going to be a very beautiful thing, to see the destruction of our enemies, the downfall of Babylon the Great. But a lot of you jakes, man, are about to get it again. A lot of you jakes are going to fall into this next LD ill prepared. A lot of you are going to be kicked out of your homes. A lot of you are just going to die because of starvation, the sword, You don't want to get in line? Okay. This devil's going to make sure you do get in line. And it's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, that actually gave this devil the power to do these things. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 5. Thus saith Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, cursed be the man that trusteth in man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departeth from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And that's specific to Israel. Woe unto you, that put your trust in another man and not Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You're cursed. You want to put your trust back into a system that actually destroyed you? Go ahead. But just know there's a price for your disobedience. And that price is destruction. So just prepare yourselves for the next LD, because it's only going to get worse, and it's only been getting worse. It seems like everything is somewhat calmed down right now in Babylon the Great, but this is just the calm before the storm. A lot of destruction is coming to this place. A lot of pestilence is about to overtake a lot of you jakes. Newly created beasts. Here it is, this devil got robots roaming the streets and, drones and all types of technologies that a lot of you people don't even know that's there. So it's going to get real bad, and if you think that you're going to rebel, like you're on some level, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to put that fear upon you. You know, you didn't fear him, okay, then you're definitely going to fear the punishment that you're going to have to face by not listening to him. You know what I'm saying? Because you actually thought everything was peachy keen. Here it is, 2 years ago, a lot of you people were destitute, crying, you know, but that was just a test for what's coming. You know, and a lot of you jakes didn't take that test as something that could possibly happen again. You know, I don't know what you people are thinking, but, you know, the men of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua understood what that was about. You know, we understood exactly what happened 2 years ago was about. And that is to bring about what's about to happen in the earth. You know, this devil's ready to make his dream a reality. But Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is going to throw a monkey wrench in this shit. We understand that. But for you 2/3 who don't have a clue as to what's coming, man, you know what I'm saying? And the prophets let you know that a couple of years ago. You know, we warned you. We saw what was going on in Australia and China and all of these other countries, you know, how they turned the lights off, you know what I'm saying? And these people were wailing for help. You know, a lot of these people got locked in their homes. So what's more now? It's going to be so bad out here that a lot of you people ain't going to want to leave your homes. A lot of you people are about to die in your homes because you're going to be too afraid to leave. And I'm referring to men. I'm referring to men. A lot of these women are going to get it worse than men. But it's going to be hard for men. You know? The next one that's coming is going to be worse. The next LD that's coming is going to be worse. And it's only going to get a lot worse from there. You know? So we at the end of this, you know? And we the prophets of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we want it to happen. We need it to happen in order for the kingdom to come. And that's an understanding that we've been trying to tell you about. But a lot of you people have actually ignored the words of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua and have become disobedient children, far worse than your fathers. As a matter of fact, I wasn't going to bring this out, but let me bring this out. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16 and verse 12. And ye have done worse than your fathers. For behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. And so the Lord is saying that you have gotten worse. You chicks have gotten so worse that it's impossible. It's almost impossible for a lot of you to turn back unto Yahweh Hashem Yahushua unless he puts the spirit upon you, you know, to repent. But we already know that 2/3 of you just ain't going to do it. You know? The scriptures say, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. So not only are we commanded to warn you people, but we also got to stay in order ourselves. So a lot of you people are about to go through it in the worst way. Why? Because you've gotten worse and worse and worse. And you jakes deserve to get your asses whipped. Anyhow, this is a pretty good article, you know, and you know, it's out of the Financial Times and it's dated a few days ago. So, You know, you can read the articles yourself, like when you have the time or whatever. But I just wanted, to bring out the point that the next LD is right around the corner. And this devil has been talking about a civil war and, election year, purge, and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But will you Jakes be ready? No. Hell no, you Jakes ain't ready. And so with that, I'd like to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Makar Quadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, peace and salutations unto the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.